I live in the Seattle area, and one of my favorite radio stations is 101.5. And every morning they have a show called Forgive and Forget. They have one caller who needs to beg for forgiveness from a friend of theirs, and they'll have the radio station call their friend. And it's always something really silly that nobody should have to be sorry for. Earlier today, a segment involved a woman in her 20s or 30s needing to tell her fiance that she had lied about her name because she had a weird-sounding birth name, and she was about to fill out her marriage license and needed to fess up. Now, what's wrong with the idea that people have names that they like to be called by, right? So, for example, I write computer games. I give all of the games interesting names based on what was going on in my mind at the time I was writing the games. I wrote a backgammon AI 2 years ago. I called it Corona Gammon. Recently, I wrote Russian checkers, believe it or not, and I named it Putinsky, Putinski, because I wanted Putin to find peace with Ukraine and Poland, so I gave him a Polish-sounding name, and it's Russian checkers. But tomorrow there's going to be a segment about a boyfriend needing to confess to his girlfriend that he's not a vegan. That really bothers me. Why does one have to apologize for how they take care of their bodies, right? So, for example, I am an autistic. You probably cannot tell from watching my videos because I control it very well with my diet. But 15, 20 years ago, I used to take pharmaceutical drugs to control it. I believe I was on, I can't remember. There was a time when I took antipsychotics that made it a lot worse. So you would never go around telling people what kind of prescription drugs you take, almost like a status, right? But if you need to control your body with being vegan or avoiding chemical food additives, for some reason, you need to apologize for that. Why? Why? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. For some reason, the food industry has done a number to our minds. Right? We need to apologize for eating healthy. We need to apologize for being vegan. And then there are some people who feel threatened because more and more people are becoming vegan, that they feel, I think the rationale I sometimes see is that people feel threatened that their choice to eat animal products is being threatened. I think that's something for the market to decide, right? If it becomes unfeasible to produce animal products, then I think most people will find an alternative that works, right? That's not for some group with a vocal voice to decide. But I run into this a lot. I'm constantly having to defend why I'm eating something or why I'm not eating something, why I sometimes do intermittent fasting, right? I've had all sorts of things to commemorate when I do intermittent fasting. I find if there's a religious reason, people instantly give me the go-ahead to do it. The beginning of Lent is usually a good time to excuse myself. I go to the workplace, oh, it's Lent, I'm going to do a fast, right? It's still Lent right now, so it might work. Yom Kippur, obviously. I find that sometimes I look up religious reasons to go on a fast so I can quickly excuse myself, right? I don't have to go into the details of why I'm doing this. Sometimes I commemorating people's birthdays or anniversaries of deaths, that sometimes goes. Commemorating anniversaries of various events like January 6th or any sort of sad event, or JFK's assassination, that sometimes goes. A Challenger explosion. I love those events because it gives me an excuse to fast. I go to the workplace, oh, Challenger, 36 years ago today. People instantly okay it. If you go off just fasting because I feel good about it, come on, take one bite. It's not going to kill you, right? Why? I mean, why is it not our bodies to decide what to do with, right? Why does there have to be a reason? Anyway, some food for thought on that. Pun intended, actually. Food for thought on that. Why does one's food choices Why are they a public matter to chide about, right? You would never chide somebody for their choice to take various medical products. I guess there was that one product last year that people did chide and wanted to push on everybody else, but it happens like once a century, right?